Hello students. Next example, if a equal to 3 minus 7 minus 2 minus 3 5 1 6 minus 4 0 and minus 7 5 2, then solve a into x equal to b. First find L and U, means lower triangular matrix and upper triangular matrix. Given a equal to 3 minus 7 minus 2 minus 3 5 1 6 minus 4 0. Reduced it into row echelon form with suitable row operations. First row operation R2 plus R1, next R3 minus 2R1. Then first row as it is 3 minus 7 minus 2, second and third row becomes 0 minus 2 minus 1 0 10 4. Next row operation is R3 plus 5R2. First two row as it is 3 minus 7 minus 2, second row 0 minus 2 minus 1, and third row become 0 0 minus 1. This is your capital U upper triangular matrix. Next lower triangular matrix, pivot entries are 3 minus 2 minus 1, therefore their corresponding columns are pivot columns. First pivot column is 3 minus 3 6, second pivot column is minus 2 10 0 minus 2 10, and third pivot column is 0 0 minus 1. First divided by 3, second column divided by minus 2, third column divided by minus 1. Therefore L equal to 1 minus 1 2 0 1 minus 5 0 0 1. Therefore here we get A equal to L into U, where L is 1 minus 1 2 0 1 minus 5 0 0 1, and capital U is 3 0 0 minus 7 minus 2 0 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1. Now first solve L into Y equal to B. L into Y equal to B means to find Y, L is 1 0 0 minus 1 1 0 2 minus 5 1, and Y is Y1 Y2 Y3, which is equal to B is minus 7 5 2 minus 7 5 2. Therefore from this system we get equations y1 equal to minus 7 minus y1 plus y2 equal to 5, 2y1 minus 5y2 plus y3 equal to 2. y1 equal to minus 7, therefore y2 equal to, from this equation 5 plus y1 we get 5 minus 7 equal to minus 2. Now to find y3, from this equation we get y3 equal to 2 minus 2y1 plus 5y2 equal to 2 minus 2y1 is minus 7 plus 5y2 is minus 2. We get 2 plus 14 minus 10 equal to 6. Therefore y1 equal to minus 7, y2 equal to minus 2, y3 equal to 6. Therefore capital Y equal to y1 y2 y3 equal to minus 7 minus 2 6. Now we solve this system. U into x equal to 1. U is 3 minus 7 minus 2 0 minus 2 minus 1 0 0 minus 1, and capital X is x1 x2 x3 equal to y is, here we get y equal to minus 7 minus 2 6, minus 7 minus 2 6. From this system we get equations 3x1 minus 7x2 minus 2x3 equal to minus 7, minus x2 minus x3 equal to minus 2, minus x3 equal to 6, which implies x3 equal to minus 6, which implies minus x2 equal to minus 2 plus x3 equal to minus 2 minus 6 equal to minus 2x2 equal to minus 8, which implies x2 equal to minus 8 upon minus 2 equal to 4, x2 equal to 4. Now to find x1, from this equation we get 3x1 equal to minus 7 plus 7x2 plus 2x3 equal to minus 7 plus 7x2 is 4 plus 2 minus 6 equal to minus 7 plus 28 minus 12 equal to 9. 3x1 equal to 9, which implies x1 equal to 3. Therefore we get x1 equal to 3, x2 equal to 4, x3 equal to minus 6. Therefore capital X equal to x1, x2, x3 equal to 3, 4 minus 6. This is your capital X and this is your capital Y. And this is nothing but the a into x equal to b, and for this y is minus 7 minus 2 6, and a into x equal to b we have x equal to 3, 4 minus 6. Next example, let capital A equal to 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 3, 2 minus 7 minus 7 minus 6, minus 2, 2, 6, 4, minus 4 minus 1, 9, 8, b equal to 1, 7, 0, 3. Solve this system a into x equal to b using LU factorization method. This is your exercise. Now next point is subspaces of Rn. Definition: a subspace of Rn is any set H in Rn that has three properties. First, the zero vector is in H. Next, for each u and v in H, the sum u plus v belongs to H. Next, for each u in H and each scalar c, the vector c into u belongs to H. Next example, let v1 equal to 5 minus 2 and v2 equal to 10 minus 3 and h equal to span of v1, v2. Then h is a subspace of R2. Now here, to solve this example, here we are not using the v1 and v2, value of v1 and v2. Only here we used h equal to span of v1, v2 to show that h is a subspace of R2. To show that h is a subspace of R2, given h equal to span of v1, v2. That means every vector of H can be written as linear combination of v1 and v2. 0 belongs to H because 0 can be written as 0 equal to 0 into v1 plus 0 into v2, means 0 belongs to span of v1, v2. Now let uv belongs to H, and from this property we have to show that u plus v also belongs to H. To show that u plus v belongs to H, uv belongs to H means u equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2 and v equal to t1 v1 plus t2 v2, because uv is in the span of v1, v2. That's why here we write u equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2 and v equal to t1 v1 plus t2 v2. Now u plus v equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2 plus t1 v1 plus t2 v2. equal to K1 plus T1 V1 plus K2 plus T2 V2. K1 T1 K2 T2 are scalars, means their addition also scalar. S1 V1 plus S2 V2, where S1 equal to K1 plus T1 belongs to R and S2 equal to K2 plus T2 belongs to R. U plus V equal to S1 V1 plus S2 V2 means U plus V is in the linear combination of V1 V2. That means U plus V belongs to H. Now let C belongs to R and U belongs to H. U belongs to H means U equal to K1 V1 plus K2 V2. Now to show that C into U belongs to H, C into U equal to C into U is K1 V1 plus K2 V2 equal to C into K1 into V1 plus C into K2 into V2 equal to K dash V1 plus K double dash V2, where K dash equal to C into K1 belongs to R and K double dash equal to C into K2 belongs to R. C into U equal to K dash V1 plus K double dash V2 means C into U is in the linear combination of V1 and V2. Therefore, C into U belongs to H. So, 0 belongs to H. Give as equation number 1. U plus V belongs to H. Give as equation number 2. And C into U belongs to H. Give as equation number 3. So, from 1, 2 and 3, H is a subspace of R2. Subspace of R2. Next remark. Note that a line not through origin is not a subspace of R2. In general, span of V1, V2 and so on Vp in Rn is a subspace of Rn. Next, column space and null space of a matrix. Definition: the column space of a matrix A is the set column of A of all linear combination of columns of A. Example, let A equal to 1, minus 3, minus 4, minus 4, 6, minus 2, minus 3, 7, 6 and B equal to 3, 3, minus 4. Determine whether B is in the column space of A. To determine B is in the column space of A, first we have to know that definition of column space. The column space of a matrix A is the set column space of A of all linear combination of columns of A. That means consider augmented matrix A augmented B. If we are given these are consistent system, then we can say that B is in the column space of A. Not given, if we are getting. First consider augmented matrix A augmented B, 1, minus 3, minus 4, minus 4, 6, minus 2, minus 3, 7, 6, 3, 3, minus 4. Reduced it into row echelon form with suitable row operations. First row operation R2 plus 4R1, R3 plus 3R1. First row as it is 1, minus 3, minus 4, 3. Second and third row becomes 0, minus 6, minus 18, 15, 0, minus 2, minus 6, 5. Next row operation is 3R3 minus R2. First two row as it is 1, minus 3, minus 4, 3, 0, minus 6, minus 18, 15, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now from the above matrix, from the above matrix A into x equal to B is consistent. Therefore, B is in column space of A. B is in column space of A. Next, null space. Definition: the null space of a matrix is the set null of A of all solutions of A into x equal to 0, the homogeneous linear system. Next, theorem: the null space of an M-bind matrix A is a subspace of Rn, that is the set of all solutions of A into x equal to 0 of M homogeneous linear equations in n unknowns is a subspace of Rn. Proof: to show that null space of A is a subspace of Rn, and to show that subspace, that is to show that 0 belongs to null space of A, also U plus V belongs to null space of A, where UV belongs to null space of A. Also, C into U belongs to null space of A, where C is scalar and U belongs to null space of A. First, 0 belongs to null space of A because A into 0 equal to 0. That's why 0 belongs to null space of A. Next, let UV belongs to null space of A. UV belongs to null space of A means A into U equal to 0 and A into V equal to 0. Now to show that U plus V belongs to null space of A, that is to show that A into U plus V equal to 0. So, consider left hand side, A into U plus V equal to A into U plus A into V. But A into U equal to 0, A into V equal to 0, 0 plus 0 equal to 0. Means A into U plus V equal to 0, which implies U plus V belongs to null space of A. Now, C belongs to R and U belongs to null space of A. U belongs to null space of A means A into U equal to 0. To show that C into U belongs to null space of A, that is to show that A into C into U equal to 0. Therefore, consider left hand side, A into C into U equal to C into A into U and A into U equal to 0. So, C into 0 equal to 0, which implies C into U belongs to null space of A. First, 0 belongs to null space of A, give as equation number 1. U plus V belongs to null space of A, give as equation number 2. And C into U belongs to null space of A, give as equation number 3. So, from 1, 2 and 3, null space of A is a subspace of Rn. Null space of A is a subspace of Rn. Here we stop.